Hey, here we go again. I was gonna mix it up. Then my mic that was all set, all ready to go. Whatever it was, I unplugged everything, plugged everything back in, and voila. Some kind of magic happened. What? Welcome back. If it's your first time here, awesome to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. Welcome to the Olga S Show. I'm your host, Olga. And you know what I say. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. If you just watched my other minute video, go ahead and, jump on the next one. It's like I started it right after. So I'm not going to delete the one I just did because that way, hopefully you'll know, oh, she cut off. There's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, you guys are the best. I love you. I miss you. Did you miss me? How was your weekend? How's your day? How's it going? And whatever, I hope, I know. In fact, I take that back. I know this will spark something a little more, spicy maybe today. Because did you see the description? Now, I had first written the description as the Twitter files and then the Tyson James Everbody Balenciaga reaction song. That, by the way, for those of you who've watched the replay and especially those who literally were chiming in the live chat last Friday, I kept looking like, oh, they didn't say, they're not telling me about, should I do the reaction video, for Tyson James Everbody Balenciaga on Friday. I'm like, maybe, I just went off on all these other subjects and whatnot, and maybe I should save it. I wanted to get you guys input and stuff. And apparently you guys were saying it, and I was just missing it. You guys, I think we're talking so much that the feed was moving faster than I'm used to. What's up? Which is a good thing. If this video has just made you smile, just that alone, smash that like button. Help me with the algorithm. Let's connect more people. Let's bring more people, especially live. But regardless, because the replay, your comments are my fuel. Keep them coming. I do read them and I will respond. Thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Make sure to share this video. Comment, especially if you're in the live and you're like, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, you can say hi or an emoji. You know how I feel about emojis. Love it. So, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll mix it up and start with the live reaction. But before I even go any further, for those listening to the podcast and for those watching, this is adult content. Viewers' discretion advised. Tell me you can hear me because I just saw something that was muted. Do not tell me that again I started because now I'm not going to go back because I'm going to confuse you guys, right? Let me know in the comments. Let's see who's already here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and your patience and your dedication. Who's here? Who's with me? Drew Dat, Underground Gaming. Hey, Olga. Oh, that's funny and cute and sweet all in one. Hey, Olga. Emoji with the hearts in the eyes and chat. With love just fluttering through. I mean, come on. Are you just that way typically, Drew Dat? Underground Gaming, like you're just typically like this happy-go-lucky loving person? Or is it in the Olga S show that, is it us that brings all that amazing energy, to say the least? Ways to support me, support this channel. I need your help. Everything that matters. Your likes, subscription, clicking the all bell notification, sharing, commenting, buy me a coffee or more than one. I'm using them, believe me, all for this channel, for this podcast. The links are in the description below. And I have a locals that I started, and I've been so far doing a special uncensored, unfiltered on locals. For supporters, you can follow me, you can subscribe, become a member, or you can check it out. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. Yeah. And so far I haven't been going too far with it. Like I'll just go maybe like half hour tops on locals, but like I'm just like, But the most important is that you guys talk to me over there and really get my answers unfiltered, unanswered. Again, with my dyslexia or whatever. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. True that. I started with True that. Who else? AC Nelson, welcome. Great to see you. Hey, Olga, exclamation, how you doing? Bolt emoji, and as you said, AC Nelson, it's like hanging loose, chill, love it. Not given. Welcome. Miss me? Now you gotta kiss me. Yeah. That was cute. I like that. Oh, again, I'm sorry, guys, if you were already in the other 1 minute one. I hope you figured out, like, Houston, we got a problem. But I'm not going to let you go. And if I did, I would still at least post something on the community, okay? I'd be like, guys, here's what happened. Or, what if my computer crashed or something, right? You can always rest assured unless I died. Weirdly, there have been people that have died, right, in the middle of a broadcast. So, or for me, not going to happen. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. We pray for each other. Robert Leja, I love the emojis. Thank you. Thumbs up. Glasses. Like, that's one of my favorite emojis, by the way. It's like the nerdy one, but it's like the cute. I think smart. Like, I think that emoji says so much. And I feel like it kind of, that one and the one with the sunglasses, I feel like it's very much me. And then, of course, the prayer hands. But that's a whole nother ball game. That's just in general energy. Welcome and another thumbs up. Hey, love Bitcoin. Thank you for the green heart emoji. I like it. That's funny. Today I saw this. I was driving from North Jersey. I went to visit a friend over the weekend. What a weekend I had. I don't know if I'll get into it. I was going to, but then I'm like, I really want to bang out this Everbody Balenciaga. I almost said movie, but I wanted to say music video. Haven't seen it? We're going to be doing this live together. My live reaction. And not because I want to rehash the Balenciaga thing. Of course, I could go on for days and forever and I'll never get tired. But I did that the second one on purpose. But I have no idea. I would imagine it's going to be great because I've seen Tyson James videos, especially I did a reaction video to his two genders. Check it out in my video feed. It was amazing. I had one of you, audience members, subscribers, that recommended it to me back when I first started doing reaction videos here on this channel. And I freaking loved it. I couldn't stop listening to it like every day for like a month. I shared it with everybody. It's a lot of fun. It's so well done and well said. I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. And if you know me, it's not that I'm into hip hop rap, especially the whatever rap that's like on the billboards and talking about WAP, wet ass pussy, and like killing people and just like, no motivation there. It's like, it's not making me feel better, like making me want to like conquer the world or anything. It's just, and I don't feel any, I don't get goosebumps, like nothing. I'm just going, ugh. Lack of creativity. They're all churning it out through the AI, guaranteed, 100%. Whatever. I get it. Everyone wants to be famous. Everybody wants to make that money. But that's what I love about the independent creators. Tyson James, Tom McDonald's, right? We can go down the list. Thank God for technology that they can do that in a way they couldn't before. Besides just going to like club to club, bar to bar kind of a thing, venue to venue. The typical starving artist. And it takes a lot of work to do this, produce a video, write the songs, the lyrics, get the whole thing together. So much love to all you content creators, music artists, online, independent. Can't thank you enough. And I love that we will not lay down. Right? Judah, what'd you say? What'd you say? Let's see. What'd you say? I'm like this when people have earned love from me. Ooh, I like that. Yes. But most of the time, I am like this to most people. I felt that. You see? That's why I said that. I was like, are you always like this? I feel like it is kind of like who you are. But yeah, no, you're right. You know, I can be with someone, yeah, have a friendship for years, and to hurt me is one thing because I forgive. You know, I communicate. I tell you, hey, don't do this. And you do it again and again. It's like, okay, we're done. But I think they get to the point where they're like so used to you just forgiving and accepting and or whatever. I'm not acting like I'm a saint, but like if I'm telling you, and then sometimes you know when you did wrong, but say, you know that whole saying where it's like it's easier to say I'm sorry than to ask for forgiveness. I don't know why they just popped in my head. I wasn't really going there with my point, but it's no. My love, I gave it to you. If you squashed it, if you took it for granted, if you didn't appreciate it, then you didn't want it. No problem. There's plenty of fish out in the sea. And I'm talking about friendships, not love relationships. Just, I mean, I'll fight for friends harder than I've fought for lovers. My friends are family to me. You guys are my new family here. It's true. And you know it. You sense it. It's no show, obviously. I'm always messing up. I got no script. That's the other reason why I keep going live. Like, right, that's it. That way I don't have to question myself. Or when people are trying to tell me what to do, micromanaging me, it's like, you know what? I'm human. I err. But at least I come with my heart out. And I don't care. Everyone's, trying to be all protective. Bring out the, like Chris Rock said back in his, was it Blacker Than Black or something like that? His show back in, I think it was like 2000. And he was like, when you're on your first date, you ain't yourself. You bring in the representative. Again, I used to imitate his accent or, his voice very well because I was doing it all the time back then. So I'm sorry. I just realized I kind of mixed, I don't know, some kind of Southern in there. I don't know what I just did, but you get my point. And you know how he also mentioned like women. Who's the biggest lies? Who's the biggest lies? Women or men? Women. Women are the best lies. Biggest lies. But men, I don't know. You guys remember that? Remember how he's like, they ain't your nails. That ain't your hair. Really good. Really good spin on that. I loved it. Great skit. Do you guys remember when he wasn't it in Living Color? Where he did that skit? I forget what the name of his character was. Remember, so for years I had my friends say, do it again, imitate it again about the ribs. But like an old joke they used to do all the time back in the day, when you try to redo it, like, so when I bump into these people and they say, hey, remember that thing about Chris Rock used to do it again? It's like, I haven't done it in so many years, I just can't do it anymore. And that kind of mess it up. I was like, kind of ruins it. But yeah, you guys remember about the ribs? How much for some ribs? How much for a rack of ribs? $10. Gee, Lord, that's a lot of money. How about for one rib? How about I give you $1 for a rib? And again, don't quote me word for word, which is so funny because he's like, gee, Lord, that's a lot of money. How about you put some sauce on the bar and I'll lick it up? I can relate because I'm not saying that it's just funny because he's funny and a great comedian and delivery of his comedy and all that. I can relate. I mean, I've worked in the service industry for most of my life and I have seen it all. Seriously, I have seen it all. I have seen people pull off a steak from a plate at a high-end restaurant on, say, Mother's Day. They're taking the family out. And I have seen certain individuals pull that plate, put it in their lap, and start ripping the meat with their hands and eating it. All dressed up like they just came out of church. Like all kinds of stuff. Have you guys already heard some of my stories about me working at Red Lobster? And people are like, yeah, I want the French. I'll take the Caesar salad with French dressing. Like, Jesus. Anyway, I had fun with it. It was great. A lot of learning experience. A lot of good jokes and stories. Don't regret it. At the time, I wasn't happy, but looking back, what a colorful life. Just great. Love diversity. So, Frankie Blaze, welcome. Hello from, I love when you guys tell me where you're at. What are you doing? Are you in the car? Where are you? In the kitchen? What are you doing? Are you walking? Are you sitting down? You taking a break from work? Where are you? Hello from Parker, Colorado. Peace emoji, mechanical arm. Welcome back. Oh, yeah, Drew that. Underground gaming, the biggest lies come from politicians. Absolutely, and because they're all backed up. Talk about that club, right? Talk about that George Carlin club. It's a club, and you ain't in it. Yeah. So, of course, they're all like, yeah, keep the lie. The other thing with Trump, too, it's like, I know that there's Trump supporters. You should support whoever you believe in. But, like, guys, they're not gods, man. Whoever you think is like, oh, this is my guy. This is my girl. They're not gods. If they're politicians or they're in politics, they're all, I'm telling you, I know it's hard to maybe accept, but they're all in bed together. Nisho, welcome. Ole, ole. How the Pérez Patriots doing? Question marks. Question mark, not marks. What was this? Nisho, what? Did I miss another conversation between you guys? The movie was, in quote, I'm going to get you, sucker. Wink emoji. I like that. Okay. So, of course, I got my take on the Twitter files. And if you've been following me, I've been mentioning Dr. Shiva. If you guys haven't followed him, I'm going to share a couple of just little smart. I was going to say short. But again, could be a Freudian slip. And there are smart clips in there. Whether you heard of him or not, I'm going to share just a little bit about him. One of the highlights of today's news, top stories, according to YouTube, was what happened in LA. Did you guys see that? But I was thinking, I always think I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to start with the reaction video and then kind of go through what I just mentioned. Twitter, Dr. Shiva and his take on it. If you guys don't know about what he has done with Twitter, taking the core class action. He also explains the Paris Accord that I think, although an old tape, it's so well explained. Gotta watch it. Especially those that are woke or they're on the green movement. Oh my God, that's another thing part of my weekend where I was having dinner. And I just love how these people in dinner, and this was a very lovely individual. And I was a guest, so I'm not complaining. But it's just, I'm highlighting that when they're talking about, they mentioned Joe Rogan and their perception that he was like a right-winger and this and that. And almost like, I was just like, whoa. It just goes to show you how much that all that information that's out there and that information or whatever information that's censored is literally people are like, oh, this person was calmly and convincingly telling me, confidently telling me, and I'm going, isn't that funny? They don't even know me and they're convinced that what their information is 100%. And I go, really? Well, I could have just been nice and quiet because I'm a guest and that's what I typically do. But when it comes down to truth, nah. But I am going to deliver it in a diplomatic, sweet way, I think. Especially because I know I have such a big mouth and I am like abrasive by nature. Look at me. I'm talking about this. What? Can you guys already see it? Look at me. Am I already getting verklempt? What is up with this? It's not easy to be live. Okay. All right. So what do you think? I really thought I should do the opposite as usual and start with the reaction video and see where that takes us. At the very least, because everybody else is already too busy talking about the Twitter files and Elon. I'm sure you guys heard about the Elon and how his pronouns. Did you guys hear about my pronouns are? I'm going to screen share that. But while you're here, should I do the Everbody Balenciaga first one? I'm definitely curious to see what's going on. Or should I wrap up today with that? I need a response right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What are you guys telling me? What's this? Drew that. Underground gaming. Everyone is welcome in the club. That is, in quote, dat underground, end quote. Emoji with the hearts coming out. Angel. Smiley grin. tongue sticking out, and was it meh? I love it. Do it, Jeff. I swear, Jeff. You're like watching, you didn't say anything. I don't think I saw you pop in the feed. If I did, I'm sorry. But you know what? You got it, Jeff. That's it. That's it. I'm doing it right now. I think you're right. I'm like, do I want my tea? Do I want my water? Do I want my coffee? All right. And this was literally requested by the artist himself, Tyson James, on my community post when I posted a poll about what song to do next. Without further ado, my live reaction with you guys, Tyson James, Everbody Balenciaga.
So this week, Balenciaga rolled out a new ad campaign on Instagram, and the selling point of the ads was sex with children. One photograph showed a very young girl lying face down on a couch with candles, empty wine glasses, and a dog collar on a coffee table in front of her. Another picture showed the same girl, a toddler, holding a teddy bear dressed in sexual bondage gear.
Yeah, it's like every single day I wake up, it gets worse. Seeing kids sexualized makes me want to curse. They hold leather bound.
True that. True that. Hold on.
Teddy bear gets worse.
Because you guys already know I've talked about the Balenciaga thing. You know I went off.
Seeing kids sexualized makes me want to curse. They hold leather-bound teddy bears, and what's in the purse? Y'all some demons, and it seems as
that's a good question. What's in the purse?
Baby blood that you thirst. Everyone complicit. You on the road to hell, you got.
What did I say? The whole BLM thing. Oh, remember the whole thing with them? Silence is compliance. What about this? What about this? Kim Kardashian taking a week to respond. Please. Please. If that should not make you want to cancel, but no, she doesn't get canceled. I haven't seen anything. Nobody's blowing up. Just like her sister's boyfriend, whatever his name is, I forget now, with that concert, people dying. Oh, no, that just goes away. Because their purpose was served.
And it seems it's baby blood that you thirst. Everyone
I agree with them. The silence and compliance, that's what I mean. Like, that if we don't say anything, we don't cancel. And I'm not into canceling people, but hello, when we found out I think it was the 80s, early 90s, when we found out that Gillette was like mutilating rabbits to make sure their razor blades were nice and sharpened, everybody stopped. They lost like millions in 1 day, 2 days. Don't quote me exactly on the amount of money, but you get me. And now this, and I didn't see a lot of people burning their stuff and putting it on social media and on YouTube, but what? That's it? No.
Complicit. You on the road to hell, you got a one-way ticket. Make yourself at home, cause it ain't just a visit. You burning with the rest, so get in line and get a digit while they heating up the skillet. There's a special place in hell for these reprobates. I'ma tell it how it is and I will never.
I don't wish ill to even my enemies, but seriously, there is a special place for these. Yes.
Hesitate, wish I could be a modern day Joshua and decimate. Kill them where they stand, in their blood, watch them marinate. Look, I'm a country boy and I don't care about these brands. Give me jeans and a denim and some $50 Vans. On some shoes I refuse, I will never spend a band. That's my view from my pew, guess I'll never be the man. Oh well.
I love that. Oh well. Like, I guess I will never be the man. You are the man, Tyson James. Look at you. Confident. I mean, I think he's had some stuff censored, taken down. Bryson James just recently posted something about they took him down for Twitter. So, I mean, this is, and then everyone's acting like Elon's a new god. Stop it, people. That's why I wanted to get into the Twitter files after this video.
Will never spend a band. That's my view from my pew. Guess I'll never be the man. Oh well. Look, I'm a country boy and I don't rock Prada. All these designer brands and I ain't got nada. They selling little kids and got a lot of commas. But let's be honest, everybody Balenciaga. Hey, everybody Balenciaga. Hollywood ain't saying nothing, y'all Balenciaga.
Everybody's Balenciaga. I was wondering like why he named it Everybody Balenciaga. Yeah, everybody in Hollywood. Exactly. Go ahead and watch another movie. Yeah, go ahead and like watch what they're wearing, you know, what they're doing. Like why I mean, Yeah, it's natural. It's human nature to be into gossip and what are they doing? What are they up to? But this?
Hey, everybody Balenciaga. Hollywood ain't saying nothing, yeah, Balenciaga. Say one thing about LGB, you'll be done, but not the kids. Everybody Balenciaga. Yeah, look, everybody Balenciaga. They just mad they got caught, screw Balenciaga.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, Jason, yes. Or Tyson, sorry. Jason, why'd I go? Did he say? I meant to say James. Okay. Dyslexia, yeah, okay, whatever. Oof.
They need innocent blood, just look at Lady Gaga, it's Illuminati.
Hey. This is what I love also about this artist, but all the artists that do this, but this is exactly, call them out too. Call that name out, Lady Gaga. I mean, guys, did you know what she did? She hooked up with this. Okay, let me stop. This is about him. But like, seriously, every time it's funny because I get this like every day. There's not a day. I go out, I do whatever. Somebody says, you know, you look like Lady Gaga. And I'm like, because I'm older, I'm like, she looks like me. Just to have fun with it, right? But like, seriously? And everyone thinks it's a great thing. And I'm like, you know, that's why I do say she looks like me. It's not the age thing. It's, you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they find her attractive and they're telling me in a sense I'm attractive. But, you know, that whole like, oh, you look like somebody famous. I'm like, I'm not. No. Like, no, because they I can see the sellout, the brainwashing. Like, specifically, she was on Oprah. She did this right before 2020, you know, crotch 19 bullshit. She was one of the guests at Oprah's tour that she was doing that got specifically, you know, halted right because of 2020. And she's talking about her mental health and how she was repeatedly raped. Again, not to take away from this song, but like, I'm just looking at her and I've had this discussion just, where was I? I mean, like a month ago, maybe. And we were talking about the mental health. Where was I? And everyone's like so uncomfortable with it. Oh, it was actually, I was in a meeting with a client and we were waiting for somebody to arrive. They were late. This attorney starts talking to me again with the whole, you look like Lady Gaga thing. And then she started to defend her like she's just some savior. And I'm like, I go, listen, I've worked. And she's like, oh, well, you don't understand. I worked with, you know, helping people and welfare and this and that as an attorney. And I go, and so have I as an interpreter years ago. Not even that many years ago. But my point is, I'm like, I've been in the front line with, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm sorry. He just said Lady Gaga and it triggered.
Screw Balenciaga. They need innocent blood, just look at Lady Gaga, it's Illuminati. She move her body like Satan's daughter.
She moving her body like Satan's daughter. Seriously, it's so normalized that, again, going back, I'm with you, Tyson James, about silence is compliance. On this, exactly. Oh, just keep putting the devil in us and lap dancing, little Nas, whatever, with the little drop of blood and that. Let's keep, oh, that's supposed to be cool. It's totally normalized. We let it go, and I get it. They're kids. You know, it's young. It's next generation. You know, I was a punk too. Literally, like, I was all into like, wearing black for a period of time in high school, whatnot. Granted, my parents wouldn't let me, and I actually literally would get in the elevator and change my clothes. You know, so I would go with my mom's chosen outfit, and then I would like, you know, and I was with the Madonna era with the cut-off gloves and all that stuff. But you know what? It was just for fun, and you're thinking, you know, you're trying to find yourself when you're a teenager. But now, what do they have? And if they were growing up with a cell phone, what do they have?
Innocent blood, just look at Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I mean, why is it the society's gone all full tard to everything demonic, everything blood, everything guts, everything eating humans and, you know, zombies and all that? All that. Why couldn't angels be badass? Because they are. Believe me, I know. And I'm not yet, whatever. I know from experience. When I was going through my worst, I had to reach out to see if it works. And it worked like that. Every time I asked for help from an angel. Every time. Whether I believed it or not. My point is, if it's not true, it won't work. If it does work, God. I'm sorry.
they got caught, screw Balenciaga. They need innocent blood, just look at Lady Gaga. It's Illuminati, she move her body like Satan's daughter. It's front and center, can you see now? Everybody
It's front
bring
and center. Can you see now? Love the lyrics, Tyson.
offerings and worshiping the cow. They ready for the Antichrist. Watch all the knees bow. Don't speak out about it, or you ain't getting that dream house. They sell their soul for $1. Once you hand it over, you ain't coming to the Father. There's a line and you cross it when you messing with the toddler. You can meet my revolver, send you to a place that is hotter. This the battle that we fighting, you know I'm in it till I die. But they gon' call this hate speech, you know that I'm vilified. I'ma fight the pedophiles while I'm still alive. I will arise in
Pedophiles. Maps, right? Male attractive people. Or is it the other one with the young male attractive persons? I understand it's a disorder like gender dysphoria. But just because it's out there that we're going to just normalize it. There's a study. They did it in Germany where they gave orphans off to people, to literally pedophiles to see. That was an experiment. What a great generation, huh? That would do something like that. And of course now, that country, Germany, free speech. There is none. You can't even talk about the Holocaust because any mention of that war and that's it. I used to live in Germany too, by the way.
I'm vilified. I'ma fight the pedophiles while I'm still alive. I will arise.
Ditto, Tyson.
And I'm coming to kill the vibe. Y'all gon' pay. Still alive. I will arise and I'm coming to kill the vibe.
Yeah, I will arise and I'll come in to kill the vibe.
Y'all gon' pay. Look, I'm a country boy and I don't rock prouder. All these designer brands and I ain't got nada. They're selling little kids and got a lot of commas. But let's be honest, everybody
like that cross on that mask. It's funny. Very telling, right? Everything's completely black and white. I wonder if it's just for visual effects or Tyson James, is this the whole black and white? Like it's either good or bad, good or evil.
Balenciaga. Everybody Balenciaga. Hollywood.
And it's funny with the money hanging around him, like raining money. You know how they always talk about raining money, right? Throwing on the bills. So cool. So cool. What have you done for somebody good lately? All those people out there raining their money. Hey, I'm cool. But I get it. It's not like I judge the people that are into it and following it and praising it and wearing it and tattooing themselves with it. It's all been programmed.
What ain't saying nothing, y'all Balenciaga. Say one thing about LGB, you'll be done, got it. But not the kids, everybody Balenciaga.
There are politicians running this world right now that one day they'll step down from the kings and the queens and the presidents and the parliamentarians and they'll go to hell one day.
I love that. I love that he put that in there. Yes. And feel it. Oh, God, don't tell me he's going to make me start crying.
Kings and the queens and the presidents and the parliamentarians and they'll go to hell one day. Hell is full of kings.
Oof. Oof. Oh, I love that. Oh, like a heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. One more time. That was good. That's what I needed this Monday. Oh, yes. There you have it. Thank you, Tyson James, Everbody Balenciaga. That was badass. That was hardcore. But in a nice way. I thought it was nice. I thought it was pretty soft. Direct, smooth, soft. See? And he didn't even have to have all this props and all this, I would call it distractions. It's about the lyrics. It's about the heart. He's good. I love this guy. Good heart. I've actually watched him live too, guys. Whenever I've had a chance, I've seen him live or whatever pops up. And I like the way he talks to his subscribers and how he interacts. If you guys have seen him or check him out. And again, if you haven't seen my video reaction to his two genders, I don't know if I did another one. I can't think of it right now. But Hey, let's see what you guys have to say before I move on to the Twitters. The bullshit Twitters. I want to, guys, give me a nickname for this Twitter file bullshit that everyone's acting like. I mean, you know how I feel. Before I even go there. Okay, I know. Live chat. Let's see. What do you guys have to say? Did you guys, by the way, did you guys already see this video? Have you already known of it? Have you seen him? Do you know about Tyson James? I'm looking at your chats. Because sometimes if I missed you, I don't do it on purpose. I definitely want to say hi to anybody new in the chat if I haven't said hi already. Niece Joe. You know Olga is into the song When Her Neck Gets Red. I was for Clemson before, but look, see, it's getting better now. See, and then the song's ending, it's like, whew, so I get this surge of energy, and it goes, ah. It's releasing to talk to you guys and share this. You know how I say, no man's an island. Tanya Gray, welcome. Great to see you. Yeah, oh yeah, Niece Joe. Looks like the money is frozen in the air, like it has stopped falling. Oh, interesting point. Huh. Twat files. I like that, Jeff Prater. Twat files. Yes, twat files. I like that one. Twitter bullshit. That's a good one. It really is. Because we already knew. How many people were out there? Probably yourself, people you follow, the whole time. I mean, for them to take down a president, we already knew they were messed up. But then they did that. And it was like, but see, they had us distracted with the mask and this and that and what to do. They had us fighting with each other, BLM, riots, protests. And it's just kind of like, yeah, no. I mean, and again, if we went to J6 or just had anything about the J6, as the twat files show, here we go. Before I even go there, guys, what do you think about this? I don't know. Should I even talk about? Did you guys see the LAPD investigating altercation involving Councilman Kevin DeLeon, activist Jason Reedy? I don't know who they are. I don't know how important, but it was on the top, one of the top stories. Like I said, on YouTube. And they had like a real clip of them fighting, but like I really didn't get a chance to see like what were they really fighting about. And like at the end of the day, not that I'm attracted to fights, but I'm interested in like human behavior, right? So I'm going, what really caused this? Because everybody's already, brains are already squashed. If everybody was on the edge before 2020, now clearly those who are on the edge and those who could have been on the edge are like. So when I see people acting up, not in the riot style, where everyone's just jumping on the bandwagon because they got nothing better to do. Let me see. Actually, you guys see my window? What's up? No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, here we go. Olga, Lady Gaga. I like that one. Olga with the hearts in the eyes emoji, and then Lady Gaga with a frown, like meh. Maybe that's the one that's more of a meh. You guys are awesome. Tanya, did you just get on? Twittergate. Hashtag Twitter-gate. So we got twat files. Hashtag Twittergate. Bullshit Twitter. Twitter bullshit. Okay. What do we got here? So I get on. Now, at first, I heard about when I see Elon Musk puts, my pronouns are prosecute /Fauci. This a few hours ago, and then truth resonates. Now, this guy's having a ball. Like, what did I tell you guys last week? When he started acting like, no, Alex Jones this, and then what he did to Kanye, like, no, I can't take that. Like, you're being God. So how much proof do we know now that there is no free speech Elon Musk? And how many times now with the Twitter files, twat files, Twittergate, that we can't see that these conversations, did you guys see any of this? by Michael Schellenberger. So Twitter Files Part 4, the removal of Donald Trump, January 7. As the pressure builds, Twitter executives build the case for a permanent ban. Again, so everything illegal about this. But the thing is, I knew about this because it's just clear. Free speech is free speech. So anything against it is illegal, right? But social media has different laws than, say, a publishing company like, say, the New York Times because of the internet. They got the section, what is it, section 2030? I love the way Dr. Shiva breaks it down, but I love his passion about how he was running for office. He gets screwed, gets deplatformed on Twitter. He goes and sues them, and he finds the portals way before, because I remember watching him live doing this and sharing every moment of his journey on YouTube, on his YouTube channel in 2020, in 2021. And then people are coming out recently acting like, before even Elon releasing his little Twitter files about, the government's colluding. And we're just like, oh, okay. Are we so brainwashed? Are we so conditioned that every day we just get on our phones or whatever? Like, you listen to me, I'm just talking to you just because we want entertainment? This isn't entertainment to me. This is justice in the sense that we knew. But see, the greatest accomplishment any government can make is to make us think that everything's a lie, that we can't believe in anything. It's not, what do you believe in? That's the beginning. But the goal, the ultimate goal, is that we all don't know what to believe. Then they have succeeded. So that's my issue. It's not about, let's talk about it for the sake of entertainment. This is a waste of my time. Now, of course, as you can see me scrolling, I can say I definitely like the photo copies, right? Or like the screenshots. You guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it well. That's why I minimize myself so you guys can see more and more and more. Let's see. I just want to make sure you guys can see it. Of course, you can get on your phone, look it up, right? What is that? Is that better, guys? Okay. Because there's a lot to be read here. And I'm more interested in talking to you guys than reading what you could already read on your own. But what's chilling to me are photos like this, right? Like this guy, the Roth guy, right? So on Jan 7, at Jack, I guess that's Jack Dorsey, right? Emails up employees saying Twitter needs to remain consistent in its policies, including the right of users to return to Twitter after temporary suspension. What, did he feel a little guilty? Not sleeping well at night, maybe? After Roth reassures an employee that, in quote, people who care about this aren't happy with where we are, in quote. Jack emails, and so this is a screenshot of Jack emails have been fine, but ultimately, I think people want to hear from Vijay. Wait, did I say that right? Vijay? I'm just saying Vijay. Okay, guys, I didn't do that on purpose. No offense. Or Dell, or someone closer to the specifics of this who can reassure them that the people who care about this are thinking deeply about these problems and aren't happy with where we are. A few engineers have reached out to me directly about it, and I'm chatting with them. But it's so clear they just want to know that someone is doing something about this. And it's not that we're ignoring the issues here. But this is like all kinds of every corporation, jobs, bureaucracy, communication, everybody finding each other. No. This is where once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's no longer just text. And you see this guy's avatar, right? Yoel Roth. Around 11:30 a.m. PT, Roth DMs his colleagues with news that he is excited to share. Excuse me. Guess what? In quote, he writes, Jack just approved repeat offender for civic integrity. End quote. The new approach would create a system where 5 violations, strikes, in quote parentheses, would result in permanent suspension. Now, when we click on these images, okay, let me make it smaller because now it's too big. It's probably popping off your screen. It's definitely popping off my screen. All right, let's go. Wait. Wait. Go back. Here we go. Guess what? Jack just approved repeat offender for civic integrity. I mean, this is a lot of like corporate BS, but it's, why do you think these files are really being released? I mean, did you guys just see that he was booed on stage when he came on with Dave Chappelle? And then I thought Dave Chappelle was supposed to be the good guy and the cool guy and kind of neutral, but more, leaning to free speech and, equality and love. And, he's a good guy. What was Elon doing on stage with him? And then he gets booed. Were you surprised? Now, of course, some people can look at that easily and be like, oh, because a lot of people are pissed off at what he's doing at Twitter. What's he doing at Twitter? And don't give me the controlled opposition. It's already been out the bag, the government portals. End of story, guys. End of story. No matter how many files, it's just more for us to, like piranhas. Little piece of meat falls in, we're like, rah, going at it. What is that going to do? You know me, I'm all about action. If I'm talking, it's to do something, to act on something, to change something. Not just, oh, look at this, let's talk about it. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's talk. Tea talk. Let's have some tea. Let's spill some tea. Spill what? A system that has been corrupt for a long time, and now they're still like distracting us? No. Can you imagine if we all closed out our Twitters? At least 50% of people. What would Elon do if 50%, the so-called conservatives, because apparently only the conservatives want free speech, which is not true. Because if conservatives were the only ones that wanted free speech, the right, whatever you want to call that group, they're just like the other group that they want to have their voice. But I will say one group does definitely look like they just want theirs and everybody has to shut up. Where the one other group, you can call it right, you can call it conservative, they're like, no, we all should be able to say everything. So I do feel like one is more fair than the other. But at the end of the day, we all want to talk. But why? Why? Is your life improving? Has Twitter improved your life? Has it? Has it made your bills less? Have we asked the politicians to give back the money that we all lost during COVID? Part of their salary? Have we done that? Now, you get rid of your car, but I'm going to take my private jet on your money. And I mean, we all can talk politics all day long and how messed up and how corrupt it is. My point is, though, we have the power. But as long as our eyes are on Twitter, thinking that now Elon is the new Allah, I don't care how outgoing he is. He's definitely entertaining. And I love, his uncensored, unfiltered way of coming out. Didn't know the guy was kind of that witty and funny. Great. That's great. But at the end of the day, one person can make a huge difference, can change history. That's true. But the fact that he even mentioned, what if, if something happens to me, I did not Epstein myself, right? Is it all still, it's all game. They could have already taken him out. They haven't taken him out. Why not? Oh, it would be too obvious. So what? Like they really think, I mean, if you're an elite and you're a psychopath, you're not thinking like, who cares? What are you going to do about it? That's their whole thing. We control everything. We surveil everything. But if we just dropped off, hey, no more Dunkin' Donuts, all those businesses that were open when everyone else had to close, all the people getting fined, oh, how about I don't pay you? What are they going to do? Oh, of course, yeah, they hired all these IRS people to come after us. But they can't come after all of us. And we know that. But again, who's going to do the first step? But what's Elon doing? I'm just saying. It went from St. Fauci to St. Elon? Come on now. And I do believe there's goodness there. I'm not saying they're completely evil. But they're not the one affected. And he's got all the money. Again, I don't like this whole playing God thing. I hope you guys did see as I've been scrolling. But you can go follow the thread. The thread started with this Michael, which actually I believe, Elon had, I guess, posted or added this thread. I don't know exactly if he retweeted this thread, but this is Elon Musk's post. This was yesterday, December 11th. Deplatforming the president, in parentheses, continuing. And then I clicked on that thread, just if you guys want to look for it and you want to see it. and you can go down the rabbit hole. And some of the stuff is funny, right? Like I heard like this meme right here. I heard you were buying Twitter. That's Bezos and Elon. Amazon is next. And Bezos, bruh. And Elon with his phone adds to the cart. I love that everyone can be funny and make light of it, poke at it. I mean, that is healthy. That's good. But what's changing? Sex trafficking? Balenciaga? What's changing? Why isn't that top news? Why is it that when I go, can you see what I'm showing? Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear it unless I play it. But you see how this is just like literally clicking over, scrolling down here on YouTube, clicking on the news. Let's make sure I'm refreshing. And these are the top stories. You see that? I'm just saying. And you know, I don't have cable and I won't because I refuse. Because I can't even stand the way they talk. That's number one. But the rest, you can fill in the blanks. So, okay, Team Trump accepts defeat on special master. That's the other thing. Remember that whole, he lost, he had all these 19 million taxes. Oh, then it's gone. Moving forward. He's fine. And my thing is, if he does, if they're like, oh, no, we're still going to put him in jail. He's going to spend some time in jail. Even if he does, then what? What, like Martha Stewart? What she did? What, so she spent some time in jail? She's back out? She's still on the top? She's still hanging out with all of them? Marina Abramovic. That's the name of the woman that I couldn't think of when I was doing the reaction to Tyson James when he mentioned the whole Lady Gaga thing. Do you guys know about her going to Marina with like, I need help? Because remember, she was like in pain. She had so much problems and she had mental health. And again, I'm not acting like I don't care. My point is, I remember thinking, you know what? I would work very well with her. I could help her a lot. But clearly, I would not be able to help somebody that what they want is power at all costs. Because that's what you do. When you have tons of money, you can get real good help, coaches, somebody like me, whatever, a priest, whatever. Not that I'm saying the priests are great, but you know what I'm saying? There's really a lot of great people out there doing good things, helping people for nothing. I do it all the time. And yet, she's going to go to Marina Abramovich? Do you guys know who this person is? With her spirit cooking? Here's a girl that has a background of 30 years now with astrology, the esoteric, reading tons and tons of books, ancient books. These people, I get it. You don't see it. But today, as I was driving back from North Jersey, everything I'm seeing, I'm like, oh my God, like the programming is so profound that it's so everywhere that it's like, just everybody just, not to call everybody or a lot of people sheeple or anything, but the whole cows thing. And it's like, they're just going and going. And I'm going, matter of fact, my friend with her family went to a museum and I'm like, the whole thing in the museum, I'm like, this is not a museum. This is programming to get you to do and be a worker, like for construction or surgery. And it's like, let's put it in these kids' heads because we're going to need these positions filled. I'm not kidding you. And don't tell me that I'm seeing this. It's clear as day. The kids can't even conceive it. They did like a volcano special, and then I'm listening to it, watching this 3D stuff, and I'm all into that. But of course, they have to say what I love, because they say, oh, because we all came from this, like there was a planet that collided with the Earth, and so it was all molten, basically one big round volcano. But they did use words as maybe, perhaps, but yet the kids are coming out thinking, oh, this is where the Earth came from. This is where it all started. They're not picking up necessarily on the may words. You get me? Now it's a fact. That's one aspect. But the worst of it all was when they did this little science experiment. Like, you remember when we were kids? I don't know if they still do it nowadays in school. And you pour like the vinegar with the baking soda, and the volcano would erupt, right? That's a little science project. So they did something, but on a bigger scale with different chemicals, not vinegar and baking soda, at this museum for all the kids. You should have seen the script. While the guy's saying the whole thing in a mask. A dirty, nasty mask, by the way. But he was, virtual signaling, 100%. Nobody else was wearing one, but it's okay. The whole thing is like, now you guys all behave, and now repeat after me, and everybody's repeating, and I'm going, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. the awakening needs to happen. Like, I know a lot of people are waking up. They've been waking up. I'm not saying I know everything, but I know I don't believe shit from any politician. And I question everything. And don't tell me what to do. I think that's a good beginning. You know, when anybody comes to me with a problem and they want to solve it, I'm like, what do you want? Let's pretend I'm a genie in the bottle. What do you want? If you could get anything you want, what would you do? What would you want? And when people are like in a situation where they don't know exactly what they want to do, and that's a very difficult place to be at. But you know what I always say? Do something that serves someone, you will find the way. That's all of us. But of course, in a narcissistic society, with all the water you can have and laundry detergent and washing machines and all these little commodities, comforts, conveniences, you get me. Fill in the blanks. Anyway, the guy wrapped up the presentation after the volcano erupted. He says, blah, blah, blah about, you know, and he literally ends the whole presentation with, trust the science. Tell me you didn't just throw up in your mouth right now. And I'm not even trying to make you feel bad or upset or anything like that, but do you feel me? Do you feel me? Trust the science. Boom, let's just get it. I mean, they're relentless. They don't stop. Can you imagine if you would have wrapped it up and says, be a good person? Help your fellow man? Help the elderly cross the street? Be of service to your parents? Respect each other? Well, what's all this, BLM, LGBT, all-inclusive diversity? No. I get it. It was about the volcano, but come on. They slip everything they want, just like Tyson James was just saying also in that video. And you know my boy Tom McDonald says plenty of that stuff too. You get me. Anyway, so as you can see, so here's still the scream still up, right? Was it a bombing victim? Oh yeah, I heard some kind of bombing. Was it in Texas, was it? That's something else I saw. Was it? Don't quote me. Where was it? Oh, this is something else. Oh, yeah, the Idaho murders. Nobody's found that guy yet. Funny, I said the guy. I don't have proof. Could be a Freudian slip. Again, don't quote me. Iran executes in prison protests. I'm just like, how is this? This was the one. Yeah. 4 dead after explosion in Southeast San Antonio. It's funny. I was just talking to somebody who was there for business last week. No such thing as coincidence, guys. I'm telling you. Not at all. So, going back to Dr. Shiva, you guys got to watch this. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but here it is. Check it out. Dr. Shiva reviewing the truth about the Paris Accords. Who benefits?
I want to share with you, as I promised, why it was right for President Trump
Oh, wait.
to exit.
I forgot. If I don't share the tab, then you don't really hear it. Again, I'm not going to play the whole thing because there's a couple other clips I want to share with you. Because I want to talk about it, guys.
From the Paris Accords. The presentation I'm going to give you is a very objective one. We need to recognize that many people who are supporting the Paris Accords, if you ask them, why should we have been in this? Give me one benefit. No one can really give any benefit. In fact, I haven't had anyone rationally explain even one benefit. What I'm going to explain to you very quickly here so everyone can understand in very simple ways is why it was important that Donald Trump got out of this, why it was essentially going to support an international collusion.
Important for us, right? Americans, specifically.
To basically support the polluting of our environment, and more importantly, to basically tax all of us, businesses, small businesses, big businesses, primarily a lot of small businesses, and every consumer here with a carbon tax.
See what I mean? So it's always taking more money and more blood out of the people. But again, he makes, I'm just going to, just so you see real quick, this great way of explaining it, the chart. You must check this out. Let me know if you've already seen it. Anybody that's like, oh, we want to, save the earth, green, all this stuff. They need to understand the politics. I love this guy, how he explains the system of everything. And it's true. Here he is where he talks about on this other video, So it's Dr. Shiva Ayadurai. He probably says it a little differently, but you know me with my Spanish. I just look at it as Ayadurai. But anyway, Dr. Shiva, MIT, PhD. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, this guy was the inventor of email. Seriously. Yes. Love this guy. He's got passion. He's got heart. His backstory of how he came, his parents immigrated here from India. Talks about it pretty much in every video. He has to, especially for people that just found him. But he's like me. It's about freedom, people.
It's quite shocking.
And so we're fighting for freedom, not politics.
Took place in this country. So that led me to put on my hat as an MIT PhD engineer scientist to understand these election systems. And what that revealed was that these election systems, particularly
He's being interviewed, by the way.
Machines, a valid image is generated, a picture is taken.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, it's Monday, I guess. I did it again. It's just because for some reason I can't just swap from one tab to the other. This is the one. I don't know if you guys could hear it in the back.
AI counts the vote. So we went to a guy against us who had no.
He ran for office, and how messed up the whole election thing is, and how he sued them. And so you guys got to hear this. This is a shorter video. Maybe I can share it with you guys some other time, but seriously, check it out. Listen to his story and what he went through. Another clip of this is also, again, where I like in this. Oh, here we go. Thank you for your patience. There's this other thing that also pops up and it always gets in my way. It like blocks my view. So he's in another interview here on his own channel. And how he explains how Elon Musk, agent for government censorship. And here's the proof, right? And what I like,
230.
Again, very visual.
There's election 230.
So they have this chart, guys, how it works, how the election officials, government actors coordinate with problems to silence speech. So my thing is, I can't have conversations with people unless they get some of this info. So the more you guys get this info, the more we can talk about it and have a real conversation for real solutions so we don't buy into stuff, so they don't keep using us. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely a peaceful person. But knowledge is power, but knowledge without using it is no power. Right? And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't like people telling me what to do or taking things away from me. I mean, we're all born free. No matter where you're at in the world, we are. Can you imagine telling a bird, oh, you can't cross the border? Oh, actually, I just had this visual this weekend too, where like, it's funny how we pay to go to some of these beaches, especially like Jersey Shore. Why we pay for everything. I was, again, I'm going through this whole like paying for tolls. I'm like, pay tolls for what? Just more and more. We're so conditioned. What I like about it, that when we comply, I know that it's because we want to be good people. We want to be good Samaritans, good citizens. I do know that. And they're taking advantage of it. I want to make that very clear. That I'm not upset with us, with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming anybody. It's the fact that the oppression from the elites, which is the politicians, they buy each other, whoever's ruling it, which you guys know who it is. And if you don't, please. Because I can't say these things here because then it's like, a descending voice. So I'm always going to give you guys just a little bit and then take you somewhere else like locals and that kind of a thing. But there's got to be more of us saying, no, this is not okay. No, it's not wrong. No, it's not right. No, that person's a scam, Oh, they get this platform. They become famous, They're an expert on this. Why? Who said that? They all help each other out. I understand it's human nature to be corrupt the moment that you have some money and you get that, or you get that attention, and you want it, and or people also expect it from you. I get that. But you can tell those who have really lived, become humble, and really just can't help but to help anybody they see. I know. All right, guys. I went over my time, but I hope that at the very least, I want you guys to check that out. Check out the whole chart. A couple of this. You know what? I'm going to put all these links in the description below. That's what I'm going to do. I know it's like I'm giving you homework, but I'm not. It's just that how can we talk about it? If we don't know, if we're not reading the same book and you're like, hey, Olga, did you read that book? No. Oh, well, read it. I mean, matter of fact, that's exactly what this channel is all about. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine this morning about how I go, you know how he doesn't get much on YouTube? And I go, you know how you're constantly sending me stuff to watch and read? Whether it's a documentary or a short clip, it's like, yo, you got to watch this. Yo, I found out, if we drink tap water, this is not good for us. Whatever it is. He's constantly sending me stuff like, hey, did you know about this? Did you know about that? I'm like, that's the thing. And then he wants me to watch it so that I can talk to him about it. Either rebuttal it, challenge it, look further into it. I don't know about you, but like, seriously, if you knew that, I don't know, charging stuff on a credit card. Let's pretend we don't know anything about credit cards and how the credit system and the interest rates work. Let's just pretend we don't know how they're like taking money out of our accounts without us knowing, a penny here, a penny there. We just don't notice it because it's only a little penny. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, you're like, God, how come I have so many bills? Or how come I'm running out of money faster than usual? Or, but I understand we're all just trying to survive, put food on the table, roof over our head. Some people give up and say, fuck it, I'm going to live on the street. Totally understand, but it's not okay. Not okay. All right. I'm sorry. Hope I didn't get too loud with you guys. Let's see what you guys have to say in the live chat before I head out, and we can do a part 2 to this another time. You let me know. Let's see. Hey, Payne's. Is it Pain is a Lie? 1776. Welcome. Just saw. Who else joined us while we've been live that I missed? Hey. Oh, God. Did I get some spam here? Jesus. Jeff Prater, you are probably right. I have stopped listening to all of them. Talking about politicians, I mean, where do I get started, right? Oh, wow. That's very interesting, Jeff. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for sharing with us. I almost went to the Capitol on Jan 6. I look back and glad that I did not. Something deep down told me not to go. Yeah, I felt the same way. Because that's the thing. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's the other thing I like about Dr. Shiva. He's all about systems and how to create the systems that do work. And he's all about bottoms up. And I think it's important. Because I get that question all the time. It's like, okay, Olga, okay, you got me. All right, I didn't know that. Now I know. Now what do I do? And I'm like, I mean, there's so much you can do. Here are some of the choices you could start, but start somewhere. But you're right that that was a setup. I mean, how could people not know that? But I understand the passion, the patriotism, the fighting for your rights, your freedoms. But when we had all the corporations against us, when we had the majority of the politicians, including the so-called whoever side you think you were on, I mean, like I said, there could have been a different system of way of doing this. And Dr. Shiva definitely has some great stuff. And by the way, I'm not getting paid. I haven't even met him. I will be interviewing him for sure. I'll definitely have him on the show. That's what I'm working on as we speak. And I hope to have him sooner than later. But I'm not getting paid, sponsored, or anything. You guys are my supporters. And you know what? Hey, Nijo, thanks for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, you could leave a message because that's the thing. When you guys super chat, it's so much easier for me to specifically ride. I don't know why. Ride. Who's riding a motorcycle? Somebody in this chat has a motorcycle for sure. Now, I know. You're thinking, oh, you could just say that in general. No. There's a reason why I was like, ride. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I used to have a bike, guys. Yeah, I started on a dirt bike and then I went bigger and bigger. But okay, that's another story for another time, if you want to know. But definitely, if you guys super chat me, you're definitely going to have priority. And that's definitely going to help me know what chats would you like me to share on the screen. And also because I read them for the podcast listeners, that would be awesome. Much love, guys. Hey, Leo Milner, what's up? Hey, he's like, hey, what's good? Hey, she or he. Leo, your boy, girl, female, male. Whatever you think you are. Just curious. I don't know. I don't want to miss your chats, but you know what happens? I get a little overwhelmed, and that's why the super chats are awesome, because they come up, they pop out from colors. But thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Nijo. Thank you so much. Did you wear chops? Oh, wait. Are you talking to somebody not giving? I always do this, right? I'm always reading stuff that's like, wait. I've already lost it. You know I'm going to read your replay. Much love. Gotta go. I'll be back very soon. Matter of fact, you know, what's tomorrow? Coffee talk. Yeah. I was going to do it every day, but just sometimes I really can't do it. But it seems like Tuesday and Thursdays for sure I can. But let's see if I do it every day, see how you guys respond to it. How do you, what do you think about it? If you like it. It's when I'm totally al natural in the morning in my PJs, my robe, whatever it is. Coffee talk. And of course, Wednesday. Ooh, I'm going to put a poll up to see what next song you guys want me to do on Wednesday. It's always a reaction Wednesday. But, excuse me. Until next time, much love, many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.